Haji Kitsune Dayo. I wanted to hello to you. I really wanted to start making more videos, so I decided to do a special video called Breakfast with Haji. A pistachio muffin and a Coca-Cola. So if you want to eat breakfast with me, I guess you can, really. Also, here's my shirt that I'm wearing. It's my character, Chenmin. So we're basically just going to eat a muffin and drink a soda. Also, I might also put my contact lenses in. Should I also put my contact lenses in? Let's see if I'll put my contact lenses in first. I've got my schizophrenia friends, England, Ryland, Bumsuk, Chenmin. I've got my dog Yuminiki's over there, right there. If you can see him. I'm sorry, I'm squinting maybe because I can't see very well because of my my poor eyesight. Ah! There's something weird in my hair. So my bangs are fluffier than they usually are because I just woke up and they have not had a chance to get greasy yet, because not just did they thin, they began getting greasy maybe like about half a year ago, and now they're just ruined a lot of the time. There's one. Oh fuck. I actually look good. I think I look awesome. Really, I think I look awesome in this video. I know I'm not the most attractive person, but I think that I am very cute. Hopefully that doesn't hurt me. People say that I look like a actress, a princess, and a doll. And I think that they're right. What I really want to look like is like a ball-jointed or porcelain doll, and this contact lens maybe had something on it because I am now hurt. Ow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, that was awful. Let me try again. Oh, let me try again. Okay, it's in now. I'm trying to do a voice. I'm trying to do a cute voice. I don't know. I don't know if I should speak normally or if I should do a cute voice. Maybe I should alter the way I speak so that I sound cuter. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of like, I am like a hyper feminine woman. Like a lot. I try to be very feminine, but I actually kind of like a dude girl. Honestly, I'm like kind of like a guy a lot of the times. I actually have a story that I was on a Discord dating app, and a chat room group, and I said, oh, hi, I'm like a really easygoing, relaxed person. People say I'm one of the most chill people they've ever met, and I am a virgin, and I like anime. And they were like, there is no way that you are a girl, you are a catfish, you are a man. And I was like, no, I'm really a fucking girl. I was like, I'm really a girl. Really? Okay, fine. Do I look bad? All my schizophrenias are like looking at me like something like crazy just happened. I'm like, what just happened? Really? God. Oh jeez. So I think it is an interesting concept that I can sit here and eat a muffin, and people might possibly watch me eating a muffin. Okay. You are a man, actually. Kelly life, right? Mm. Also got my my favorite stuffed animal is Mouche. Is Moushy Mouth. Mooshington. Scaramouche. I don't know if he wants me to tell you about I think I'm the only person that calls him Moushy Mao and Mooshington. So I don't know if he wanted me to tell you that I call him Moushy Mao and Mooshington. But this is a plushie of, I believe it's actually Kabuki Mono because he's wearing this little floof. But I call him Scaramouche, Mooshington, or Mushi Mao. Because Mao is the Chinese word for cat. And he says, Meow. He goes, and he's looking a bit angry. He's looking like I just revealed our secrets, I say. So it is 11:05 a.m. right now. I maybe have been awake since about 4 or 5 a.m. I think. My schizophrenia was giving me trouble in the middle of the night and I couldn't sleep. So I got up and my mother and I went for coffee. I got a hash brown and some coffee. I got home and the coffee was awful. The coffee was the worst coffee I've ever had my whole entire life. Usually I get this coffee and it's not bad, but it was the worst coffee I've ever had my whole entire life. I kept trying to drink it. I was like, okay, well, it's not that bad. And I was like, you know what, it like really is bad. And then eventually I was just like, you know what? I was like, I think I'm gonna vomit. And I waited a little bit. I was like, you know what, maybe I won't. Maybe I can hold it in. And then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go to the toilet just in case, so I can vomit in the toilet. And on my way to the toilet, I just like like spewed vomit all over the wall, and it was awful. And then I like vomited like at least 5 times in a row in my sink, and it was awful. And it was awful. It was all hash brown. It was awful. It was horrible. Definitely was not fun. Don't embarrass me. I've got my best friend right there. He's with my computer. I have a cardboard cutout of him, but it's this guy. He's awesome. He's my best friend. And yes, I consistently say that he is my best friend over and over again. So I was surprised by how many views my last 2 videos that I only posted yesterday actually got. I was shocked. I thought they did really well. Like, that was more than I usually get. Well, I mean, I guess I have more of a presence now that I've been on YouTube for about a year or two, and I have like 32 videos aside from this one. So I was thinking that like that was like I was more well established. So I have what is it? Okay, fine. So I was thinking that I got more views because I'm more well established. So I don't know if you think my bangs look cute. I think, can you like see that like as I just like sit there like unlumping from being one solid thing, and like I really don't like it. I know that I see people with bangs that are wispy bangs. I don't want to knock wispy bangs, but like on me, I don't really like wispy bangs on me. I like all of my forehead covered in one big solid block. I think it makes me look like a doll, an artist, and a princess. Do you see this is like literally princess hair, aside from the fact that it's now like not as good as it used to be, is it? This like actually looks like princess hair, doesn't it? Like my hair like literally does like actually make me look like a princess, doesn't it? I mean, I'm just saying what other people tell me is that I look like a princess. So I don't want to be narcissistic. I'm just saying like I'm lucky. I don't look awful. Luckily, just lucky. My family's very attractive. I have very good genetics for looking attractive. My father's side of the family is very attractive, and my mother's side of the family is very cute. My father is very stunning, I believe, and my mother is just cute. I also am 27, but everyone says I look like about like not like a 27-year-old. They say I look about 18 to 20 years old, which I consider. Does that make me a lolly? Does that make me a lolly? That like kind of makes me a lolly, like a real life lolly, doesn't it? Like a legal lolly. That like I consider that a lolly. Like someone who looks that like much younger than their actual age, I consider them a lolly. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to be a lolly. I'm trying to be a lolly. I'm so sorry. I really wanted to be a lolly. So I'm a lolly, really. Or do you not, because I look 18 to 20 years old? Maybe that's not a lolly. Or do you consider like you must look like a kid, or do you consider someone is 30 years old and they look like an 18-year-old a lolly? I consider someone who looks 30 years old but looks 18 to be a lolly. I consider someone who is 50 but looks 30 to be a lolly. Okay, they're my schizophrenia is so funny. They're so funny, really. They're funny. Oh yeah, they're funny. They're great. Oh gosh. Ow. They're funny. I have Mushington on my lap. I have my that's my you see his head right here. He's just sleeping. All he does all the time. I kid you not. He does nothing but sleep. I saw this post for dogs on the on somewhere, and it said like age like puppy to like 1 or 2 years old. It was like a velociraptor, and then it was like it was like a velociraptor, and then like it was like puppy 0 to like something months old velociraptor, puppy something months old to like 2 years old velociraptor, and then finally after 2 to 5 years it was like now you have a dog. Now you have a dog. You not no longer velociraptor. It is now a dog. I I agree with. I definitely agreed with that. I definitely agree with you. He was in some form of velociraptor, honestly. He was actually a velociraptor, wasn't he? Don't embarrass me. So I'm not sure I can eat much more of this muffin. This is actually enough food to hold me over for a while. I might not be able to eat much more of it. I am a very small eater, which is lucky because I get to stay so skinny, even though I mentioned that I did gain some weight recently. I was in a hospital. I had a schizophrenic episode that was one of the worst schizophrenic episodes I have ever had, and I was put into a inpatient stay. I didn't have to go, but me, I don't know why I was in inpatient. I told you like 7 years ago I was in inpatient for jumping in a lake. And then I was like, in the past year, I was like, you know what? I miss being in inpatient, and I was like, and then I had this schizophrenic episode, and they were like, well, you don't have to go to to inpatient, you can just stay home, and you don't have to go, and or they're like, but we'll take you to the emergency room and have you like put into the hospital if you want. And I was like, I kind of miss inpatient. I was like, I guess I'll go back just to like refresh inpatient. It was a horrible decision. Bad decision, bad decision, not the good decision. It was the worst hospital that I ever have been to. I believe it had a 1.4 or 5-star rating, and I'm gonna say I agree with it. Like, it was the worst hospital I've ever been in my whole entire life. It was not fun. It was awful. The food was awful. They had no stuff to do. It was not fun. The staff, I'll say the staff was nice. I would say that people didn't give the staff enough credit for trying to be kind to the patients. The staff was ridiculously kind to me, but the lack of activities, the the food, the lack of the lack of space, amongst other things, was definitely, I thought that it was the worst hospital I have ever been in. My brother, I told him about it, and he said he compared it to, he said those people in inpatient, the ones who are one-on-one, are technically like basically like prisoners. Like, it's basically like a prison sort of setup, is it? Like, you're all like in an area like eating and like living while they watch you and make sure that you don't do anything bad. Is that like a prison? So I in a mental facility willingly went to prison. From my brother's point of view. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm not sure if it's true. I've never been to prison, so I'm not sure. I say, but that was my brother's point of view, was that it was equivalent to a prison stay. Or at least for some of the people who had one-on-one patients, for being too out of control. I've also got Karamatsu. If you can see, I have Karamatsu. If you can imagine talking to this man. Yes, I know. If you know this character, you can imagine what talking him to him is possibly like. You can maybe imagine what talking to him is like. I don't. It's difficult to communicate with him, but in a way I get to talk to him, and it's definitely like interesting. Things happen because I have him around, and like it's interesting in that degree as well, in that regard as well. And like it is very interesting. It was funny because when I got schizophrenia, the Matsus were my favorite characters, and I relied on the Matsus to make my life decisions for 4 years. I relied on the Matsus from Osamatsu-san to make the majority of my life decisions for 4 years! Do you know how bad of an idea that is? Do you know what those characters do and their personalities and who they are? Let letting 6 unemployed virgin alcoholic smoker gamblers make my life decisions when every single one of them is canonically an idiot was maybe not a good choice. But I still love them. They're so important to me, so I don't care. I still like them. I honestly still like them. Oh god. I've also got 2 more cardboard cutouts of Xiaoxi and Avender, my other characters from Neurotic Kismet. If you wanted to know. And this guy used to be one of my favorite plushies. I used to take him everywhere. But we had a fight a long time ago. Thank you. Awesome. Ow. I don't know if you liked me in glasses. I know it's a little bit too early for a glasses reveal, but I decided to do one anyway. I don't know if you noticed, but my room is a mess. It's just something that I need to take care of. What is it, Jimmy? So, what is it, Jimmy? I don't know what you said. Oh no! Oh, I spit out some muffin. Oh. I'm kind of an unfortunate character. I don't know if you know about like anime character. I know that I'm the sleepy character, like, but like I'm also like the unfortunate girl who gets like looted all the time, like the ecchi, like unfortunately looted, like unfortunate woman who is gloomy and in despair. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I seem to think that I am sometimes, but I'm not really sure. Back before, like, I always, like, unintentionally seem to do suggestive innuendos, but, I'm not doing them on purpose. But people are like, oh, that was, like, a suggestive innuendo. I was like, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to do a suggestive innuendo. They just happen. I've also got to get back into drawing. I haven't drawn properly in about 2 months now. With my job, I haven't been able to work properly. I mean, draw properly. And I have a phobia of starting drawing. I've been practicing drawing for like I've drawn pictures for like 3 days to a week at a time, like one picture for 3 days to a week. I've been drawing since I've been 5 years old, but or around that age. But I draw some pictures for 3 days. I know that it's like, oh, well, if you want to make like a really good picture, you should really take like 4 weeks or like a whole entire month. But like, oh god, that's, yes, a good picture I heard takes about a month to draw. Well, not a good picture, because there are good pictures out there that take literally a day to draw or like an hour. But like to draw a masterpiece like takes like about like a week to a month to draw, doesn't it? I mean, depending on how good you are art. I guess I'm just not good enough at art yet to draw well enough. Um, as I said, I still work at McDonald's. I still work at McDonald's. They have been so kind to me there. For them to put up with my schizophrenia was unbelievably kind of them. For them to not fire me was unbelievably kind of them. when I do have issues at work. I unfortunately do have issues at work. It's very difficult for me. But they have been kind to me in letting me work there still. I've also got this guy. I've loved this guy since I've been about 11 or 12 years old. That is Len Kagamine. Kagamine Len-kun. I've loved him since I've been 11, 12, or 13 years old. He was my main husband or side husband the whole entire time I've known him. And he just pushed a pig off of my desk. He looks sad now. Ow. Alright, well, I don't know if I'm going to finish this muffin. I don't know if this is a long enough video. Ouch. Mouche? You want to be introduced? Mouche, you do? Scaramouche says, Wanderer says that he wants to be introduced. This is Wanderer. This is my favorite character currently. I call him Scaramouche sometimes, but it's actually Wanderer. He is very important to me. I love him very deeply. His pants keep falling off though. So yes, this is Wanderer. I think he looks great. I think he looks awesome. I think he looks awesome. I call him Mouche though. All of them maybe want to be introduced now, but I don't have the time to introduce all of these people. You want to be introduced? No. They all want to be introduced now. But I don't have the time to do that. There's like 50 people here, like 20 to 50 people here. Oh, don't embarrass me, Chenmin. I mean, it's embarrassing. Sorry, Chenmin. This is fun. It's a nice morning. This was a nice morning. I guess maybe if I would actually like have breakfast in the morning, I might make this like a regular segment, breakfast with Haji. My life. I mean, I was a hikikomori for the majority of my life. I'm not sure I have like a ton of stories to tell. I might repeat myself eventually, just because I have spent my whole entire life inside, living on my laptop, and it's very, very sad. It is very, very sad. I was a hikikomori since I've been in high school or middle school, possibly. It's very sad. I love being hikikomori before I got my mental disorder, but since I got it, it's been a bit more difficult. What is it, Chamin? Oh, I just love Chamin so much. He makes me so happy. Chamin just makes me so happy. I love him. Oh, I'll have to do an introductory video for him like I did for Ryland. Like, ouch, I'm hiccuping. Like how I go over the character traits that he has from Neurotic Kismet. I was so disappointed in my Ryland like introductory video. I thought it could have been so much better. The first take was so much better. It was ridiculous. What? My hair keeps getting messed up. At least I still care about my bangs. Apparently, I still care about my bangs though, as you can tell. I keep messing with them. Thank you. gosh. What is it, Rylan? What is it, Rylan? I don't know what he said. What, yearning? He was very sweet. He said that he wants more love. He asked me to touch him. Oh, look how cute we are. Alright, we were cute. We looked cute together. I've had Rai Rai and Chenmin for about 10 to 12 years. Bumsuk is only 1 year old. Bumsuk is a baby. He is 24 in his series. He is 24 actually, but he is only a year old in terms of his character creation. He is a baby. I love. Oh, maybe I should save this fact about Chenmin for his video. Well, you can just watch the video again. I'll say it again. This character was one of my first characters. He was not originally a femboy. He is maybe my 4th or 5th or 6th character that I ever created. Let's see, I made Rylan, Marcus, Davet, Daichi, and then Chenmin, I'm pretty sure. So, well, but Marcus and Ryland and Davet and Daichi are pretty much the same character. So he is technically, if you count all of those characters as those two, each of those two being the same character, then Chenmin was my 3rd character ever. And he is, despite looking like this and having his personality and character, he is everyone's older brother, and I find it hilarious. He's even, the cardboard cutout over there, Xiaoxi, is his older brother who is 32. And, like, technically, he was created before his older brother, so not just is he, like, he's actually, that guy's younger brother, but, like, in some form, he's actually Xiaoxi's older brother, which is hilarious. And, like, just saying this guy being everyone's older brother is hilarious. And you can see him being everyone's older brother in Neurotic Icing if you want to support Neurotic Icing. Thank you. I don't know if this really was my first character, but it was either this one or Davet or Daichi or Marcus. I believe it was Ryland. So this is everyone's older brother. It was either Davet or Ryland. So this person is a upstanding gentleman who is a person who does things right, is kind, and is a good person, and is a morally responsible and mature person. The other person, the other character I created, the one who is possibly the older brother of everyone, is a loser butler who sits on the couch feeling like he is dying covered in potato chips. So who do you want to be your older brother, everyone? Who do you want to be the eldest? The responsible, mature one, or someone dying on the couch covered in potato chips? Therefore, Ryland automatically is the eldest. Oh god. I don't have a magnet or stuffed animal of Daichi yet, of Davet yet. Davet. They used to be the same character, then they split into Davet and Daichi, who are similar characters but different. I ordered a magnet of Davet though recently, and it should be here either today, tomorrow, or the day after that. so I can maybe show it to you soon. I also made a Wanderer magnet that I ordered, and I made a Avender magnet that I also ordered, and I can show those to you as well. I love Avender so much. He is my favorite OC is Avender. My second favorite is Ichow. Sorry, Rylan. Sorry, Chenmin. I know they're devastated. Maybe are they? I don't know if they're devastated. My third favorite is possibly Rate the Mokun Kyonkyu Narata Kure Sunarosha from Kyutain Tauten Taintin, the last Kyutin. Yes, the last Kyutin, everyone. Thank you. But all these characters I love very much. But Avender and Aichao and Rate the Mokun Kyonkyu are really important to me. Avender's been my favorite OC since I've been about oh gosh, since I created him. Since like I've been 16, 17 or 18 years old. He's been my favorite since then. At least as far as I remember. I remember drawing him one of the most, and I always found him to be the cool one. I always was like, Avender is the cool one. And I was always drawing him for art projects and all this other nonsense. I was always drawing him all the time. I was animating him, I was drawing him, I was using him. He was always the cool one. And I loved him very much. I don't know if I can. I honestly can't eat this muffin. It hurt. It's like it's too much food for me. It's too much food for me, really. I like really can't eat a lot. It's I like going out to eat, but I think I had muffin in my hair. I like going out to eat, but I never eat enough. So my family's always like, "Oh, well, why do you make us take you out to eat if like you don't eat too much?" I say. But I really love Avender. I feel romantically connected to Avender. Well, Avender canonically in Neurotic Icing is shipped with Magical Kiss of Love slash Haji slash Kelly-chan. Really, he is. Well, I don't know. Let's not talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to cause a fuss. But if you really want to know, then Avender is in a relationship with Magical Kiss of Love slash Kelly slash Haji in Neurotic Icing and Kismet. So is Rylan. So is Chenmin. So is Bumsuk. Thank you, Bumsuk. Oh, that sounds great, Bumsuk. So is Phelan. It's like a huge, ridiculous reverse harem about a mentally ill girl who created a universe because she is a yandere who never had anyone in her living life before she died in a lake in winter for an anime character trying to kill her for Valentine's for that Valentine's Day episode special supposedly creating a universe full of men who love her and are her angels and imaginary friends that love her deeply. A huge reverse harem. So I guess they really like videos. They're not always nice to me when I make videos, but it's nice that they're being nice to me now, though. Well, you remember Rylan Get It Together from Rylan's introduction, kind of, if you remember. But you see that Rylan's being a good boy now. You see that he cuddled me and that he was very kind to me, really. Rylan, don't get sad, Rylan. I'm not sad. Thank you. He said that he's not sad, so I hope he's not sad, but I hope that he's not sad. It's been 40 minutes. I could only eat the top of this muffin. I could only eat the top of this muffin. I could only eat the top of it. I couldn't eat enough. Do you know who I remind myself of? I remind myself of Ow, it hurts. My throat gurgles because of schizophrenia, but anyway, I remind myself of, I don't know if you're all going to hate this. I mentioned it in another video, I believe, but this YouTube giant that got in trouble for grooming minors, but he was really popular and everyone thought that he was such a good guy before he got caught grooming minors, which I don't want to be similar to someone grooming minors, but like he was like a really cool guy before that happened. So like chaotic monkey Cryatoic, I like really remind myself of Cryatoic. Like a lot. I like really think that I remind myself of Cryatoic. I used to watch his video. He used to be one of the main Let's Players I watched when I was a kid. Um I would sit in his stream room on Twitch hoping, oh, I hope that he calls me. I hope that I get picked for the random voice call. But I never got picked for the random voice call. I never got picked for the random voice call. Unfortunately. I wanted to be like, Cry, I'm so similar to you. I speak like you, and I sound like you, and like I was like, oh, Cry, I wanted to show you that we're like really similar. But I never got picked for the voice call. Interesting. Ever since I've been like 14 or 12 years old, maybe 15, 16 years old, um, I have been similar to Cryatoic my whole life. I believe, I don't trust me, I don't actually know if I'm similar to Cryatoic. I just felt like I was similar to him. I don't know if he'll ever see this video and be like, oh, this crazy girl, but but maybe. Alright, fine. Sorry to you. My hedgehog is in the corner. He's making noise. He's scratching himself. I started giving him more food because I just started giving him more food and now he like exploded. He's like super fat now. He used to be super skinny. I used to like fill his food bowl every single day instead of giving him like a ton of food at once. And I gave him like a ton of food at once and now like every single day and now he's like a round globe. He's like a round globe now. He's fat. I'll show him to you one day, but not right now. Actually, I have to clean his cage. I'll clean it soon. I'll clean it soon. I'll clean it soon. I'll get it done. Also, I have to make his lamp has not been working. I don't know if it's because the outlet is not working, or if it's the lamp that's not working. So I need to figure it out because winter's coming, and I don't think my upstairs has like central heating. I don't think my upstairs has central. Actually, it does because I remember because when I sleep, the air like comes up from the bed. But like my room still gets really cold in winter unless I use my space heater. So I need to make sure that he's okay so that he has his lamp. I like taking him out and just like using the bag I have to put him around my neck and let him sit in there. He's like really fun. He's very therapeutic. I love him. He's nigiri zushi tempura adzuki bean fast. Kabuki Mono Fitzpatrick. Thank you. Ow, I have a headache now. I hope that I can get. I hope that I can get a house soon. If only I could get a house of my own. If only I could get a house of my own. If only I could get a house of my own. I might try to get a studio apartment in like Philadelphia, but The problem is that's too far from where I work, so I need to have a job. I don't have a degree. Oh, another fundraiser I am doing. If you want to support me going back to an art school, Moore College of Art and Design, if you want to support my art career, then there is a GoFundMe, not just for Neurotic Icing, the anime production and the trailer production, then there... No, don't be mean to me. There is also a GoFundMe to raise money to get me back to Moore College of Art and Design so that I can finish my bachelor's degree in animation and game arts. Which, there's information about the whole thing on the GoFundMe. I'll put a link in the description. Hopefully you want to support that. Hopefully you're like, this poor girl, she's losing her hair, she's got schizophrenia. Oh gosh, hopefully you want to help me out. Really, because if I didn't get schizophrenia in the first place, I never would have dropped out. But, well, it was like, it was something that led up to schizophrenia. It was like, I got, anxiety. Like, I don't know if I should tell you this story, but, I had a teacher that was bullying me at Moore. She was picking on me more than the other students. She was calling me out and making an example of what not to do. And she was always giving me a hard time. And I was like, okay, I'll try to do my best. Like I understand this is a critique. I'll do my best. But like everyone around me was like, Kelly, like you really don't like look good. You like look like you're like you're like in danger. You look scared. You look like you're like really like not doing well. And I was like, what do you mean? Like I'm fine. And my family, they're like, Kelly, like you were like really you don't look well. You look unhappy. Like why are you unhappy? And and I was like, one day I was like, you know what, everyone's like saying I'm unhappy, I do feel a little unsettled, I think I'll go to the guidance counselor and talk about my problems. And I went to the guidance counselor. I went to the guidance counselor. And, I went to the guidance counselor, and this is before I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, by the way. I went to the guidance counselor, and I sat on the couch that was there, and she was like, oh, hello, it's nice to meet you. I was like, oh, hi, it's nice to meet you too. I said thank you, and I started talking, and then suddenly I started like, I don't know, I think I started like, I might not have started hyperventilating, but I started to hyperventilate, and then I just like randomly started screaming against my wall. I just like randomly started screaming for, I don't know why. I guess I had too much emotional burden because I randomly started screaming with uncontrollably without trying to. And I said, ha 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 ha, how funny, how funny, how funny, how funny. Oh gosh, it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. How funny. And I said, ha ha, and then I just started screaming my head off uncontrollably without trying to. And then after that, I completely, like, for some reason, I completely, like, got it, like, suddenly all together and just went, and like it was so weird. And then the guidance counselor was like, okay, like, do you want to schedule another appointment? I was like, okay, I guess that's a good idea. Thank you very much for your time. And then I went upstairs and I told my cousin, I was like, oh my gosh, like I just screamed, like I don't feel like I just screamed at the guidance counselor. He was like, oh well, like that's sad, like I don't really know what to do. And then I was like, and then I was like tired from screaming and from the breakdown, so I went into my bed and I fell asleep. And then when I woke up, I tried to stand, but my legs collapsed beneath me because I was too sad from crying and screaming, that like my legs were like not working because I was too in shock. And then I went to look at my cousin's messages, and he sent a message saying, Kelly, like where are you? Like I had a dream that you died. And I messaged him. I was like, Brian, like, what was the dream? What was the dream? How did I die? And he was like, oh, well, I don't remember. I was like, you don't remember how I died in your dream? I was like, I might die. You were a prophetic dreamer. I might die, and you don't remember how I died? Oh gosh. And he's like, no, sorry. And I was like, okay. I was like, you didn't care that your cousin died in your dream enough to remember how she died? Which is fine. My cousin is I really love my cousin a lot. He actually I have a funny story about my cousin that I'm not going to share with you. It's embarrassing to me. I don't know if he knows this, but when I was like a baby, he was maybe my first crush I'm sharing it with you. He was my first crush that I ever had. Incest accidentally because I was too young. I think he was the first person I ever wanted to marry, was my cousin Brian. I thought I had a crazy crush on him. I had Pokemon Coliseum. And this is a funny story. I had Pokemon Coliseum, and the main character, they were like, name your character, and I was like, okay, I'll name my character, and I was like, Brian. I'm gonna name him after my cousin. I love my cousin. I'm gonna name him Brian. I entered a name, and then after a while, I looked at the name. I was like, wait a second, something is not right. I was like, Brain. That doesn't look like Brian. I was like, Brain. I was like, Brain. I named him Brain now, not Brain. Because I was just too young to spell Brian right, everyone. I was too young. I was just a kid. Oh gosh. Oh. Right, that's funny. Those types of funny stories are funny, but they're a little bit embarrassing. I think that I'm embarrassed that my cousin, that I had a crush on my cousin. Definitely embarrassed that I had a crush on my cousin. I don't have a crush on him anymore. I'm not into incest. But I no longer have a crush on him. Ow! My throat! My throat's hurt. I'm not into incest. I think incest is really wrong. I definitely do not have a crush on any of my siblings. Definitely. I think that incest is wrong. My siblings, they're great people. They're awesome. But, I would never be into my actual siblings. I think that they're, well, I mean, incest is wrong. I fucking hate incest. I don't even particularly like incest in the media. The only reason I'm kind of hesitant is because there's a little bit of incestual stuff going on in Neurotic Icing, so I'm kind of like, oh, well, you know, it's like Japanese anime, so there's like hints of like slight incestual interaction in Neurotic Icing, possibly, and that's why I'm kind of like hesitating. I'm kind of like, well, I don't know, like in incest in hentai and anime is like kind of like something weird that happens, but like I don't believe in it in real life. Oh gosh. What is incest supposed to do? Bumsuck, what's wrong? You look so scared. Bumsuck, don't be so sad. Chemin, don't be mean to Bumsuck. I don't know if Chemin's being mean to Bumsuck. Chemin is Chinese and Bumsuck is a Korean. Ryland is British, specifically English. I don't know what Skirmish asks what he is. I don't know if he's Chinese or Japanese because his name was Kabukimono. And he wears a Japanese styled outfit, I'm pretty sure. But he's from a Chinese game and he is possibly Chinese. I don't really know. It does not specify his ethnicity in the game. Alright, Mouche. Alright, Mouche! Mooshy Mao. Mooshy Mao's being bad to me. No, I'm not being bad to you. He said that he's not being bad to me. He says that he is being good to me. Mouche was very good to me recently. He's been very good to me. Jimin, come on, Jimin. I don't do anything bad. Do you want to try to talk to Jimmy? Let's try to talk to him. Jimmy, what's the problem? He said some gibberish. He said some gibberish. He said some gibberish that didn't really make sense. He said that he loves me and that the muffin was really good. Oh gosh, well, I guess I'm gonna go now before things get too crazy. So, Mochi, no, Hajime Mashita Kitsune Outio. Goodbye! Thank you for having breakfast with me. We'll have breakfast again soon. Goodbye! Thank you.